And we're back. It's Monday, June 9th. Damn, I had a couple topics I wanted to talk about. First, I want to talk about the direction of, the direction I'll be going in this next year, and the direction the channel, the brand will be going in the next year. And then I'll talk about a pretty dope topic I think should be spoken on right now. But yeah, when I say this year, I mean, I turned 29 this month on June 21st, and I've done a lot of great things in my life up until this point. I've accomplished damn near every dream or goal I've had. I fell off, came back multiple times already since this point. But I feel like since I've been back in America, I kind of just naturally, I feel this feeling of oh, I'm back, or oh, I've arrived, has just taken over my body in my spirit, because I haven't lived in my hometown in a long time. This is my first time living here for this long, in over 8 years. So naturally, I kind of, I don't party. I do party, but I don't party. I don't drink. I don't go out every weekend, but every other weekend I like to go out to my boys' bar, mingle, kick it with people. I like listening to loud music. I like to dance, right? This month I got a couple things booked. I'm gonna go to LA, go to Vegas. I went to LA already once since I've been back. I went to Oregon. I'm gonna go to Utah to watch the X Games. And all that is fine and dandy because it's my life. I'm in control. But what I'm trying to say is there's still more I could dial it in. There's still more work I could do. And I feel like if I locked in from now, when I turn 29, from June until June, the progression could be monumental, right? Because when I was in the program, it was 6 months of me just focusing on me, myself, and my goals, no outside noise, no partying, because I wasn't allowed to. Of course, I couldn't leave the facility. But I'm thinking if I just run that same program in again and just focus on me, myself, and my goals for a year straight. I'm talking no unnecessary spending, no little domestic trips, no international trips, because I'm going to Thailand in November, but nothing, just straight focus, pure energy in all my goals. I just want to see where I could be by next June. I know if I locked in for 12 months straight, it'll put me light years ahead of where I would be if I just half-assed it. And I'm not saying I'm half-assing it, but I'm just saying if I just continue to remove the things that aren't as serious right now. You know what I mean? I got my whole life to go party and listen to loud music and go mingle with people. I got my whole life to go take trips all over America, all over the world if I want to. You know what I mean? But if I just lock in for a year, I know it'll do nothing but good for me. Not saying I'm not dialed in and I'm in a bad place, but I just feel like this is a perfect place to continue to refine myself and lock in some more, because I got a career. My physique is, not perfect, but it looks exactly how I want it to look. My living situation is good. Relationship situation is good, meaning I'm not looking for it, and I'm content with not being in one. Yeah, so this after June, I'm gonna go celibate. I'm gonna just go as long as I can. I don't know if I could do a year, but I'm gonna go celibate for as long as I can. No more traveling. Besides Thailand, no more spending unnecessary money on unnecessary things. Really dial in on my budget, start stacking again. And just take care of all my, dot my I's and cross my T's, even more, even better, right? And that's going to ultimately, and I say all that to say, I need to provide more value to the community. I need to provide more value to the people that I want to serve. And I feel like I can't really do that because I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions still. Way less than I was prior, a few months ago, but I got to keep dialing it in. I got to keep refining the program. And that's the thing with the program. It's your program. You know what I mean? It's your life. You could dial it in as much as you want, or you can be as lax as you want. But that's going to correlate to the results you see in yourself and in your external reality, right? So that's what I'm just focused on after this year. But I do have I I have a birthday tour planned. I'm going every weekend of the month. I'm out of here. So I gotta do that, right? It's 29. You only turn 29 once, right? So I'm looking forward to, June, but after that, I'm gonna really take it to the next level and everything. Like, I got the podcast. I'm gonna really dial it in on getting bigger guests, just providing more value on YouTube and Instagram for my the fitness community, because I feel like I'm doing good there, but like I feel like I've fallen into like an entertainer type realm, and that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to inform, inspire, document my daily life, no more, no less, but I'm not trying to entertain people on social media. I want to provide actual value that people could learn from and really like gain substance from, right? And then like even with my music, like I dropped a song today. I do make music. It's a hobby, but like it's a hobby that I take serious. Like I put it out, I record it, you know what I mean? I put it on DSP, so I guess it's more than a hobby, right? So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 songs a month until next June, just to see what happens. Dial in the content, refine the message, provide more value, and just stack bread, bro. Like, cause like I live in a good situation. I live with my cousin, but like I gotta go Penty. I gotta get a new car fresh off the lot. Like, it's that time for me. Like, I've been grinding for so long. It's that time. And I'm in position to do the things. But if I was to just buy a car or move out right now, it would really put me in a spot. So I'm sticking with my cousin just to stack more money. But everybody gets their turn. Everybody gets their turn. The position I'm in, I had to watch people be in the same position for years before it was my turn, and that's the whole reason I call it stay down. You just got to stay down, keep doing the next right thing, remain open-minded and willing, and you will see your turn present itself. But once you see it's your turn, you better go for it, bro. You can't wait. You can't, overthink it. You can't miss that opportunity. Actually, we got, computer closed. But yeah, that's where I'm going. That's where the channel's going. That's where the brand's going. So I'm excited. It's Monday. I got Mondays off. I've been like trying to get this schedule down. This schedule changes so much, but this is the last time I have to adjust it. I had a different job, different hours. Then I got this job. They put me on like a flex schedule for like the first probation month just to experience the whole entirety of the job. Now I'm on my real schedule. So I got Mondays off, Tuesdays working from home. And it's kind of weird having a Monday be a Sunday and a Sunday be a Saturday, because my body is not used to that. So, but yeah, just refining the schedule, refining the routine, continue to make adjustments to make sure I'm in the best position mentally, physically, and spiritually, so I can give the best version of myself to my people. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's what's about to happen with the pod, and happen with the brand, happen with the channel. Go listen to Hennessy by Just Ray on all DSPs. It's just Justray. You can find it anywhere: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. But so now I want to talk about a topic that I see. I don't know. I think I should make a different video for this one. Fuck it. I want to talk about. Yeah, so this is a topic I've been thinking about. I'm a young man in his 20s, late 20s, very much young. I'm about to be 29, but I don't, you know what I mean? You stay jacked, stay in the gym, eat right. You don't look like this. You will look like this when you're 29. I'm not whooped like most people at 29. So, but I want to talk about like being a young man in your 20s, right? Like a young single man in your 20s, single or not, bro. This is prevalent for young men in their 20s. Even younger than 20, because if somebody would have told me this younger than 20, it would have definitely helped me a lot. And I want to talk about why you don't need to be smashing hella girls, bro. That is not P. That is not player, bro. And I'm single in my late 20s because I have had a problem, with my relationship around sex, my relationship around relationships with women, and my relationship around friendships with women. And I've come to the conclusion it is the least P thing you could do, brother, to be out here slanging dick like you're a porn star or a gigolo. Like, I can say that because I used to be guilty of it, bro. I used to do the same thing. Like, bro, I'm the only black kid in a all Mexican and white city. Like, so growing up, once I got tall enough and I got my hair situated and I started scoring touchdowns, it was it was bonkers. It went bonkers for me. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like how I've lived like my entire life, bonkers, when it comes to like sex with women and experiencing, you know, the female feminine energy. And I say all that to say, bro, like as a man, you need to have that under control. Even if you're a man of status, a man of statute, a man of stature, a man of morals, principles, and you have the ability to do that, doesn't mean you should do that, bro. Everything that glitters is not gold, and that's usually the devil. That's usually a test from God and a test from the devil to see if you'll fold, if you'll act on your lust, if you'll act on your vices, you know what I mean? Because sex isn't a drug, but like it is a vice. It could be used to get you out of yourself. It could be used so you don't feel something inside of yourself. And I've been a victim of both scenarios. But as a man in your 20s, you need to have that under control, because once you get that under control and you realize like that energy needs to be pouring into you and that energy needs to be wasted on yourself, it really undistorts your view on women. It undistorts your view on sex. It undistorts your view on relationships. And you can be your authentic self and you can move in a manner in which makes it easy for you to see and understand which type of woman is exactly for you, right? Because in my experience, you know, women know what kind of guys they got. You know, they know before we know. A woman knows if you're a simp and you're trying to do anything just to fuck her. A woman knows if you're a man who stands on principles and doesn't really need to fuck her, whether that be because you can fuck whenever you want, or whether that be you're just, you know, into yourself and you found peace within yourself, so you're not really just pressed about that, right? But both scenarios, a woman tends to kind of try to manipulate a man with sex, depending on the type of woman. So it's like, as a man, you need to have this under control so you're able to pinpoint these type of women, so you don't get yourself in a situation that could ultimately make you crash out or ultimately make you make a bad decision. Because the fall of most men and the fall of most empires is because of the queen, because of a woman, bro. And I say that to say, bro, you don't take women lightly, bro. Women are precious. They are like one of the most beautiful thing, if not the most beautiful thing God has put on this earth, because they control and carry the light source, bro. They can create life. So they're smarter than us, bro. Don't think, bro, don't think you might get her once, you might get her twice, my boy, but she gonna get you back in the worst way, bro. So like, you gotta take it serious and you gotta be in a position to really be able to move in your, you know, in your masculine energy in a healthy manner, so you can navigate these women, because all women are not right. All women are not here to see you do best. No matter what they say to you, no matter how much they love you in the moment, like if you do a woman wrong, she will make sure to do you the same, bro. So it's important as a man to keep, you know, your lust in check. And from my experience, the best way to keep it in check, bro, is to pour into yourself. Work out, read, write, journal, figure out what you like, you know, attack your hobbies, spend time with family, spend time with the boys. You don't need to be worried about having sex all the time. And I do understand, like, it is hard for a man to have sex. But it's not hard for a man to have sex once you start pouring into yourself and you make yourself the type of man worthy of sex with multiple women. You know, you don't just deserve to have sex with women because you're a man, bro, because you have a job and go to work and have a car and have an apartment. Like, if you finesse it right, that'll get you women to have sex with, but like, you're ultimately not gonna know what to do with the power that comes with it. You know what I mean? Because pussy is power. They have it, and then once you become the type of man who can accumulate it and get pussy, you create and obtain a sort of amount of power over yourself, over women, over the external reality. But it's important that you don't let this power go to your head, bro. It's important that you don't let yourself get lost in the pussy, bro. It's important that you don't let yourself get lost in the box, my boy. You cannot, dude. And that's really what I wanted to touch on, man. Just like, understanding that it's okay, bro, to not have sex with a lot of women, bro. It's okay to not like be a player, bro. It's okay to be focused on yourself. It's okay to be focused on one girl, bro, because your boys are gonna make you feel like a simp, gonna make you feel like you're not P or whatever. But bro, in reality, bro, a lot of your boys are not even, they're not even they're not taking them down like they tell you. And if they're telling you, they probably didn't take it down, bro. And honestly, bro, you get more respect from women if you don't just walk into the situation with dick in hand, bro. Like, yeah, slut's gonna be expecting that, but like a woman of stature is not gonna, they're not on that, bro. They're not worried about that, bro. They want you to know them for them, and they want to know you for you, and maybe if it'll get to that point, right? And the more you have control over your lust and the more you have control over your sexual desires, the easier it makes it for you to, weed out the type of woman you want, weed out the type of situations you want to be in, whether that be with men or women, bro. Because at the end of the day, like when I say with men, like I mean like you can understand and see what type of dudes you're hanging around with. You can understand and see what type of men you're really like associated with. And if you're around a bunch of men who like are trying to get girls off external gains, like you really don't need to be around those type of men, bro, because ultimately they got the game so far confused that like they don't even understand. They're positioning themselves to crash out and fall off, bro. You should never be trying to get a girl by the stuff you got. She should just want you based off who you are, based off your program and what you do and how you talk and how you move. That should be enough for her to be like, all right, bet, I'm wet, I want to fuck him. You know what I mean? If that's not the case, bro, you don't really need to be with that girl because she's trying to manipulate you and get something else out of you, bro. So if she don't want to really like be with you off like just your program and who you are, bro, like that's not really a girl you need to give your attention to, in my opinion. Like it should take no convincing, bro, because women, before they fuck us, bro, they've already in their head created a scenario where they're in love and we're dating. So like if she doesn't fuck you, that means she's not there in her head, bro. That means she doesn't like you enough. And like for men, like we get there by fucking them. So it's like we have sex to fall in love. They fall in love to have sex. So it's like always keep that in mind. And that's not always going to be the barometer you need to use, but that's something my mom told me, bro. And when I think about it, that's been the case in every relationship I ever been in, bro. And it's just important. And that's why it's important to have your lust under control, because you really get to see, like, is this girl really like me, or does she just want me to like play this game and like provide these things just to, just so she feels. And it's like, if you got to do all that and chase, like, then it's not really for you, bro, because the girl that's for you is just going to like you off you and how you move and how you do what you do. And she's already going to put a scenario together in her head where you guys are together, and she's going to drop them drawers by the third date, maybe the first date. If she's, if you got enough things out there in the ether for her to really like put together this scenario in her head. But, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Controlling your lust as a man, controlling your sexual desires, and understand, like, it's okay, bro. You don't gotta have hella girls. You don't gotta have, you don't gotta be a P. You don't gotta have a roster, but you do need to know how to communicate and operate with women, bro. You don't need to be a weirdo or overly aggressive or overly mean just because, you know what I mean? It should be real kosher with women, whether you're celibate, fucking, or not, bro. You don't need to be a red pill type of dude either, bro. It's okay to be cool with women. It's okay to have girls as friends that you don't fuck, bro. It's okay to, like, just kick it with the girl because it's a girl, bro. Like, you don't gotta be, like, so eager to fuck all the time, bro. And me personally, I stopped fucking like that, like, a year and a half ago. I did go crazy when I was overseas because, like, that was overseas. And the first time I went out there, I was, like, I had just got out of a relationship, so I was really, like, focused on, like, I got to lock in football, woo, woo, I can't be ooh. But the second time, I let that motherfucker go. But since I've been, like, at the end of the second season and since I've been home, I kind of, like, dialed it in, locked it in. I went celibate for a bit when I got home, and I'm about to go celibate again after June. And when I say celibate, I just mean just focusing on me and not really pressed about women. I'll probably kick it with women, but I won't like have sex. And it's not like no set point or no, you know what I mean? It's just until like I really feel that connection or see a woman that gives me that feeling or a woman that I give that feeling. And if she checks the boxes, like, we could kick it, we could talk. I don't know if I'll have sex with her until it's right, but I really just want to pour into myself and focus on myself, dude. Because, like, I feel like this last year, bro, like, I could really do everything I want, bro. Because everything I want and everything I want and everything I'm after is already happening right now. It's just, I just need to keep scaling, keep scaling, keep scaling, keep scaling, stay consistent and keep doing the work. And I feel like if I lock in this one more year, bro, like a year straight, I've never given myself a year straight just to lock in. Most people do not do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Uploading another episode of Bay Affiliated right now, episode 11 with Chris. Just dropped a song today. This should be up by some point today. I've been having the craziest trouble with uploading videos. Wi-Fi sucks in every house I got in Gilroy. So, but yeah, it's your boy. It's the homie Ray, Just Ray, Bay Affiliated, Stay Down Fitness. You feel me? Gotta get the